Sir, I appreciate the UPI initiative of financial inclusion and the geographic unlimitations that it opens up. But in the context of ONDC, which is again an integral component of the overall DPI architecture, within ONDC, do you feel there is need for the government to actually create a platform and an enabling ecosystem for buyers and sellers? Aren't you, in a way, then getting into a competitive zone with private players?
ONDC is a network of networks.
Right.
It is a network of networks. It's a platform of platforms, right? So today, let's say, Flipkart can also be part of ONDC, platform becoming part of the ONDC, right? Somebody who's new, who doesn't have a platform but wants to have an innovative test and innovative idea, they can also be a part of this. And a large part of the merchant community, especially the small retailers, very small logistics providers, they need not be worried about the concentration of power in the hands of a few. Okay. That's very important. That's why I sincerely believe, and I request all the policymakers to think about this as a way to, once again, democratize technology, make sure that technology is accessible to all, make sure that it doesn't get concentrated in the hands of the few.
Is it fair for the government to keep subsidizing it, sir?
There is no question of subsidizing it. Both the programs, whether it is UPI, whether it is ONDC, whether it is healthcare program, the logistics platform, education platform, every such platform has its own ways of monetizing, correct? Today, most of the UPI players, most of the ONDC players, most of the healthcare players, they are actually finding the platform as a way to increase their income. There is no question of subsidies here.
Mr. Minister, you know, the entire India economic growth story for decades has rested on the strength of our IT pack. But given the global headwinds, you know, we have some challenges there. There are emerging economies also competing in that space. And the matter of the fact is also that we haven't been able to, so to say, reimagine the business model at one level. And also we have 3 or 4 big companies. We haven't been able to replicate the success that these 3 big ticket packs have achieved into other domains. Is that a matter of concern? Because it is the foundation on the tech story that India is so happy about.
India's tech story has multiple number of players. I can see results coming, some very good ideas and many startups coming from tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So I don't know why your question.
The scale that I was mentioning, you know, Infosys, TCS,
there will be some players who will grow very big, obviously, in every industry. But there are hundreds and hundreds of other players who are providing very good services. I know of one engineering outsourcing company which is today designing some of the most complex machines. I interacted with one chip design company which is small size, mid size, but actually designing some of the most complex chips in the world. So there are hundreds and hundreds of such examples.
Competition for the emerging markets.
I request the media friends to keep your horizon broad. You cannot be like such a narrow view. Please keep your horizon broad.
We invested in the India growth
story. So many good examples out there.